myself. So we basically make that decision on who we want to nominate and then go from there. And I think we made a good choice this evening. So to read a little bio on the person that will be receiving the award this evening, it could be said that this man has spent virtually his entire life in the auction business, as he spent his teen years helping his father in their family auction business. However, it was in 1951 when this man sat and earned his real estate license while home for the summer after graduating from the University of Notre Dame with a chemistry degree. His plans to attend med school were put on hold when he had to leave for Germany in August of 1951 to serve a country as a medic in the Korean War. His plans to become a doctor changed when his father became ill and he was called home in 1953 to help with the family business. He attended Reppert School of Auctioneering in Auburn, Indiana shortly after his return. He worked with and for his father until the time of his father's death in 1961. The business grew under his leadership. Almost immediately after taking over the family business, the man got his real estate license in several neighboring states, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, and soon the family business had a recognizable name for all types of auctions, but mostly, notably, for farmland sales. Throughout his career, this man sold livestock, antiques, cars, farm machinery, and throughout the 1980s, many complete liquidation of factories, other commercial and industrial ventures. In fact, at one point in his career, this man actually inventoried, appraised, and gave witness in court to the complete liquidation of a local Iowa college. Ironically, the day of that testimony, this man was also asked to and completed the sale of the college to none other than a Maharishi for transcendental meditation. Now, that was an out-of-body experience. This man also has been a strong leader. His father has 7 children, 2 of which have worked full-time in the auction business with him, and all of whom have helped in the auction business at some point. He's often called Grandpa by his 17 grandchildren, great-grandpa to his soon-to-be 2 great-grandchildren. Oftentimes, this gentleman has helped him load furniture, run boxes, work a ring, and run sheets, where his energy and work ethic has provided a strong example for them. His leadership also can be seen in his involvement in his community, state, and even the nation. In addition to serving on local church organizations, he's also an active member of his local and state realtor and auction organizations, and has also become a member of the same on a national level. He has done stints on the local city council, local political party, his local fair board, and his local chamber of commerce. In addition, he has conducted 100 benefit auctions for nearly every civic organization in his area. In the 1980s, he was asked to and testified before the Senate subcommittee in Washington, D.C. regarding the farm crisis and the impact the rising interest rates were having in Iowa at that time. Throughout his career, his hallmark has always been land, and in 2011 alone, he sold over 2,250 acres of farmland at an approximate bid price of $8,118 an acre. He also completed a series of 5 auctions in 2011 for one estate, during which 93 antique tractors were sold in one day. His humor and speed at the microphone are well known in the area, with several of his isms easily repeated and enjoyed by attendees at his auction. It is not uncommon for one to hear, "Sold to the lady from Chicago," or "Made in Ireland under Polish supervision." By now, this gentleman has probably figured out that he is the recipient of the award, but without further delay, I present this year's Iowa Auctioneers Association Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Jim McGuire, McGuire Auction Company of Holstein, Iowa. Come on up, Jim. This is family over here. Okay, hold on. This is family right here. So, very good. So many. Yes. All right. I'm going to read just a little bit more here on this, and then we'll give it over to Jim, and he can say a few words. Are you able to say a few words? I had an interesting talk a couple years ago with Jim. We sat at the same table at supper, and very interesting man to talk with. So, and last night also during the little celebration. So, thank you. That's what I was looking for, sir. Let's see, here to support Jim and his induction are, and did everyone make it that's on the list? Peggy, okay, well, that's all right. She's here in spirit. His daughter, Molly Sample, and her husband, Bob, and daughter, Teresa, from Houston, Texas. His daughter, Peggy, from Milwaukee, apparently is the one that could not make it this evening. Okay. The flight was canceled. Well, imagine that. His son, Timothy McGuire of Holstein, Iowa, and wife, Lori, and their children, Ashley, Amanda, Alyssa, Ryan, and Kevin. Daughter, Maureen Dudley, and her daughter, Alexis, from Rio Grande, California. I probably didn't say that right, but that's okay. His daughter, Michelle, and I probably won't say this right, Hodis.